Hello Earth and Astronomical Science students! So I'm going to do a little video here explaining how to use a star chart or a planisphere, how to use that to look at the night sky, okay, how to find constellations, how to look for other planets, some stuff like that. So here is a star chart that I downloaded for free, which I have available to you on the course Blackboard page. This is just from skymaps.com. So I've downloaded this month's September 2015. Now, since this course does go through October, you might want to do the October one as well. But so what we have here is we have the star chart, which is sometimes called a planisphere. So you'll notice that it's in a circle. Okay, so star charts are in a circle like this because Earth is round, right? So from our point of view, we're looking at one hemisphere of the sky. So this is one hemisphere. We're looking in the northern hemisphere here. There will be a different chart for the southern hemisphere because we don't see those stars up here in the northern hemisphere. But so here are the main points you want to look at for a star chart or a planisphere. First, find the cardinal directions. So north, this is west, south, and east. These are important because I'm going to show you how to use this, and you want to be able to align the star chart to the cardinal directions wherever you are, wherever you're going to go look at the night sky. Okay, so with the star chart or planisphere, as we mentioned before, it's in a circle. So this line, the very edge of the circle, is your horizon. So remember, the horizon is where the ground meets the sky. Okay, so when you're standing outside and you're looking at your horizon, you're looking at where the ground meshes up with the sky. So let's say if you're on the beach, you'd be looking out into the ocean, right? And where the ocean ends and the sky begins, that's your horizon. Now, of course, when you're not all at the ocean, your horizon might end quite high in the sky. Let's say if you're in your mountains, well, your horizon will be limited. You won't be able to see very low on the horizon because you might have mountains. So for example, if you had mountains on this star chart, let's say towards the west, mountains might come way up here like this and obscure anything towards the west. So you might normally think, oh, I could see Virgo, which is the constellation here. But you might then find that, no, you really can't see Virgo because the mountains are obscuring your view, because on your horizon, you have mountains. You're on the beach, though, let's say, and you don't have mountains, you would be able to see the very edge of the horizon. Okay, so the circle around here is indicating your horizon at every cardinal direction, north, east, south, and west. Kind of shade and blue area, this is the Milky Way galaxy. Okay, all the gas and dust and other stars within the Milky Way galaxy, within our own galaxy, we're able to see. Everything above and below that is actually stars outside of our own galaxy, which is mainly the constellations you're going to be looking for. Okay, so for this time of year, this map is in September. Some of the big constellations I suggest you try to find to start off are going to be the Big Dipper, as long as you have a clear low horizon view, and I'll talk about that when I step outside. Sagittarius also looks like a little teapot. This is a really good constellation to find, pretty easy to find. And the Great Square of Pegasus. It's big in the night sky, okay, it's relatively. So this is also a pretty good one to see. And if you're in a really dark area, you'll be able to see the Andromeda Galaxy, which is just easy to find because it's pinpointed right off of the Great Square of Pegasus. Okay, another fun one is to find the Summer Triangle, which is made up of 3 bright stars: Vega, which is a bright kind of whitish blue star, Deneb, and Altair. Okay, this is kind of a fun little triangle to find. If you can find that, you can often find Cygnus the Swan, or sometimes also called the Cross. Okay, so this is how you use the star chart. So notice skymaps.com, they give you a little bit of sky calendar that you can use. Okay, some things that are available to see. Here's the different lunar phases throughout the month. And then the second page, which I just threw on the back here, lists some interesting objects. So they give you a little bit of observing tips and a little bit of a glossary. So take a look. This is a really good little thing you can print out, put on your iPad, put on your iPhone, whatever you need. Also, those iPad and iPhone apps are fantastic for night sky viewing. So if you want to download one of those, I also highly suggest that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take you out to where I think it's a good place to view in my neighborhood, and we'll kind of explain to you how to use these star charts. Okay, so I've walked outside to a park, which is just near my house. So when you're looking for a place to go night sky observing, of course, try to find a place that's going to be dark. So obviously it's daytime right now, but this park has no lights in the actual park except for one in the corner there. So it's about the darkest place I can get in my neighborhood. The other important thing is to try to find a spot that is very clear above you. Okay, so if you look at the park, you can see that it's pretty open. Okay, so I'm going to have a clear view of all regions of the sky. If you're like right up next to your house, if I can go on my balcony, but then I miss the whole northern part of the sky. Okay. Okay, so first thing you want to do is figure out your cardinal directions wherever you are. So how I'm standing right now, I'm facing south, and where I'm located here. So south, so north is right in front of me. So north, east, south, and west, there's some mountains over here. Okay. So remember I showed you the cardinal directions on your star chart. You want to line up the cardinal directions with your directions wherever you are. Okay, so south is, I'm still facing south right now, so I want to find south on the circle. Okay, so now this is the night sky, so it's everything above us. So really you want to hold a star chart above your head, because you have to imagine it's on a hemisphere, okay, half a circle, so it's like curved above you, like this. So I find the south point, and that south point needs to point south above me. Okay, so I have the south cardinal direction pointing my south, the north pointing up, and then sure enough it says east on my star chart, and it's pointing towards the east. Okay, so now I am aligned with my star chart. So the idea is I would look at it like this, up in the sky. Okay, so that means anything straight in the center of the star chart is going to be straight up, which you learn in the class is called your zenith. Anything is straight up above. So straight up above for this month right now is pretty much Cygnus the Swan. Okay, so that constellation is straight above me. So now if I wanted to find Sagittarius, you'll look on the star chart, and that's towards the south sky. So I would then look towards the southern horizon. Okay, how about the Big Dipper? That's going to be towards the north. So I'm going to turn around and face towards the north. Now the trees might be in my way here. You might have a water tower or some buildings or something. Sometimes you can't see the stars because some things are obscuring your view, but try the best you can. So I would look for the Big Dipper somewhere in this lower half of the sky. Okay, so one thing you want to note is what time you're observing. Okay, so these star charts are meant to be an early part of the month at about 9 p.m. and then the late part of the month at about 8 p.m. Okay, so that means if you're going to be observing at times earlier or later than that, you'll need to adjust for the fact that the sky is going to move, okay, the Earth is going to turn, and you'll see a little bit fewer or less of some of these constellations right on the very edge of your star chart, okay? But in general, all this stuff kind of right above at your zenith area, that's going to be visible unless you're observing like 3 in the morning or something, and you'll learn more about that in the class. Okay, so that's the basic idea. So you want to align yourself, and you're holding the chart above you. Okay, that's how you figure out what you're going to look at. And now, of course, if it's going to really be dark out, having a flashlight is a good idea, but a red light flashlight will be better than white light, because the red light won't ruin your night vision. Okay, once you're outside in the dark long enough, your eyes actually adapt to the darkness, which will allow you to see more stars and more easily pick out the constellations. All right, hope that helps a little bit, and happy observing.